All right, welcome to the Real Talk with Tanya White show. I'm your host, Tanya White, and this is going to be my last show on WLLV. For 2 years, I have been blessed to bring real talk about real issues to enhance your real life to the local audience. And then, it's just time to move on. I'm going to go to another platform, YouTube and Facebook Live, to expand my audience, get on Amazon, and to bring Louisville voices, artists, authors, business owners to a larger platform. And in order to do that, it's all about clicks. So
Yeah.
right now, while you're listening, go to Real Talk with Tanya White on YouTube. Go to BMG. We're gonna get our final guest on. He gonna tell you how to connect with him. Go to Facebook Live, Real Talk with Tanya White. Click subscribe, because look, we got some big things coming. Not only am I going to continue to bring Louisville's best to the platform, but I got some celebrity hookups, and I'm going to interview them and connect you all with them. And Real Talk is just going to another stratosphere. So I thank the WLLB audience, Vinny, my producer, Broderick, Purvis, and Mark Gunn for letting me bring my love, light, and laughter for 2 years. But it's time to move on. And as we close out this 2-year run on WLLV, I had to get the biggest, the best, the brightest in Louisville, who's doing just phenomenal things. Fonz Brown, founder of BMG. Hello, Fonz.
What's up, T? How you doing?
I am wonderful, wonderful. We're going to talk all things Fonz Brown, because you are one of those people who, first of all, love your city. You love helping people, and you love bringing people together so that they can be successful. So I
Yes.
know people know the name, and those who know you, but tell our audience who Fonz Brown is and what BMG is all about.
Well, thank you, man. I'm humbled to be on your last show. You know what I'm saying? I know we did one, and I hadn't had the opportunity to catch you a lot in the past 2 years, but I know going forward we'll be doing a lot of biz going to, forward, make things happen. But just me, man. I'm Fonz, like God-fearing man, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Family man. Just come from the city, west side of town, Parkland kid. Just always trying to make some kind of difference, come from some of the similar backgrounds that a lot of these youngins are from right now. So it's been real easy for me to relate and be able to, get in touch with what they mental, you know what I'm saying, and really see where their head is at, you know what I mean? So aside from that, entrepreneur, businessman, you know what I'm saying, event
Yeah.
coordinator, looking to, keep grinding to have the best urban fashion show in the city. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't take it to the whole state, to be always real. No
Oh, yeah.
disrespect to anybody doing their thing, but I feel like, what we got going on over here at BMG with dealers is on some whole other. I'm on a monster. I got a machine behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. Now tell us what BMG stands for.
Yes, Brown McKenzie Group. Me and my homeboy, he do his thing as well. He deals with more of the grassroots side of things, mental health. He's in school right now, pretty much knocking this stuff down. But yeah, Brown McKenzie Group, BMG. We started doing our thing back in 2016 as far as community-based events. But we go well back over 20 years. We was doing our music thing together. That was my partner I used to travel with, hit the road with. And then it just made a transition into more community-based things. So, shout out to my man Z.
Okay, so you do music. I know, just layers upon layers.
Yeah,
Um, and
yeah.
what was the aha moment, Fonz? Did you say, "Oh, we got to do more community based"? I know the
Man,
business and the music, but what was it?
it was kind of, I had got shot. I told you about the situation where I got shot. And it was right a week before I was actually due to fly out to California, meet with Interscope, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
had some real serious plugs on the table, some serious offers, but I was still tied into a lot of street activity, you know what I
yeah.
mean? And it caught up with me a week before that I flew out and did my thing.
Mhm.
And as I, healed, took me close to 2 years really to get my legs back up under me. But as I healed, I had to try to think of ways to try to get back in that limelight for music. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And I came across this gentleman, Bruce Shaw. Shout out Bruce Shaw. He turned me on to his car club, the Chargers and Challengers.
yeah.
Uh, his club more sat still, older guys. I wanted to do this and take the show on the road, and I did it, and it grew. So I thought, okay, man, now I got cars, I got people around, I got the entourage, all of that. But I started to do things good for the
Mhm.
community utilizing the car club. And then when I seen how many people it brought out to do good, it kind of grew from there. My music kind of got pushed on the back burner, you know what I mean? And I start helping more and more and more, and I start recruiting more and more and more and more and more people. Before you know it, I'm Mr. Fletcher Block, where we got 50 charges and challenges on your street. You know what I'm saying? Doing what we do. And when I was doing it, was more about the giving back aspect of it. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
that was pretty much the birth of all of it.
Wow. And this shout out to all the car clubs. You do give back. You gave back to the Excel Center Clarksville. And you gave carloads of food, carloads of food.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and my
Shout out
students,
to them.
especially the youngest,
Yeah.
loved the snacks. They snacks.
Yeah.
And
You know,
um it's just the little things. Like you said, you are on your path to go to do music at Interscope, and God probably told you, gave you signs before. He's like, this ain't the route I
yeah.
want for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So things happen. Sometimes we think it's bad, but really it's God's divine will because we didn't listen.
Right.
And like you said, you was laid up for 2 years. In that 2 years of healing, not just physically, but you had a whole transformation mentally,
Right.
emotionally.
Right.
Tell the men what that was like being a man and going through this because you had to depend on people.
Right.
And you couldn't do what you were used to doing. Tell us what you were going through uh,
Um,
at that time.
I mean, when you are moving and grooving in the streets a certain way in a certain aspect, and you think you live in by that brotherhood and that code, you know what I'm saying, that everybody got your back and things like that. Don't get me wrong, if it was drama, I knew who to call. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But when it was really time for things that wasn't street activity that I may have needed to just be able to do things, I couldn't walk, So when you're sitting there wondering, where everybody at, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody answering no phones,
Yeah.
you don't get the visits as you thought you would, you know what I'm saying? And you watching everything continuously move without you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it was like you sit and you think about all the different things you've done for people, all the different things that you would have done, and that changes your perspective on I should change your perspective on
Yes.
how you move and how you deal with people. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh-huh.
like I said, me sitting down, I tell a lot of people those 2 years was actually a blessing for me. You know what I mean? Because I was able to sit down and really clear my mind for me to be able to do some of the things that I'm doing today. You know what I mean? So I took a lot of losses, you know what I'm saying? Financial and personal, you know what I mean? With the way I was before I found this new mindset, you know what I mean? And being able to, speak my truth and let other guys know, you know what I'm saying, that you have to really follow your own path, you know what I'm saying? Like, and those who supposed to be there, they're gonna be there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And those who aren't. You can't keep worrying about who you used to be and trying to make up for lost
Mhm.
time to get backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
hear a lot of people that always say, man, don't make me go back to the old me. You know what I
Right.
mean? Don't make me go back. I never want to go back, you know what I mean, to anything. So before I have to deal with anybody that's going to make me go back to who I used to be, I just removed them out of my life so I
Yeah.
continue to keep going forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and that takes a lot of emotional and mental strength, especially when you are not confident in what the future is going to hold. You just know that you need to do something different. Like you said,
Yeah,
loss. When we experience loss, whether it's divorce, death, financial, that shakes us to the core. And the
yeah,
easier thing to do is to go back to the
yeah,
familiar. And
yeah,
so for you as a man, a black man at that, to say, I'm not going back. I'm doing
yeah,
something different took a lot. and I can tell I'm getting my school counselor hat on, but when you make a significant change, you have to have a significant mindset shift where
Yeah,
you
and that's what it is.
like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Anything less than that is just talk.
yeah,
Anything less than that is just our, jail talk or just jibber jabber. Because
yeah,
at the end of the day, you have to truly be intentional about resetting your mindset. When you wake up in the morning, forming you a routine that works for your mind. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? A lot of people may get up and stretch. A lot of people may get up and run to the gym and lift weights, but you have to find that routine that keeps your mind where it needs to be. Me personally, when I wake up, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to motivational things,
yeah,
stoic things and stuff like that of where, ancient people, you know what I mean, how they move, you know what I'm saying, and how they move, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
you just try to make sure you put in the most positive things you can in your brain and know what you're doing is not right. Everything that you put in your brain you get out of it. So if I'm sitting around all day long, the first thing in the morning I pop on, my homie Young Jeezy, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Gucci Man, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
T.I. Trap,
listen,
everybody, you know what I
listen.
mean? My mindset, you know what I mean? I'm ready to go get it. I'm ready to do my thing.
You're
You
in
know what I'm
hustle
saying?
mode. You're in hustle
You
mode.
get the hustle, yeah, it's hustle, you know what I mean? And it ain't all about an illegal hustle. But when
Yeah,
you listening to what they talking about,
yeah.
anytime you come across anything that looks semi-familiar of that,
Mm,
you're gonna react in that way. You know what I'm saying? But if you waking up, you giving thanks to the Lord that He gave you another opportunity to see this one. You know what I mean? First and foremost, everything else after that is extra. You gotta realize you blessed. You know what I'm saying? And from that point on, figure out what you want to do with yourself for the rest of the day. Hopefully, go to work and get some money or something.
yes, go to work, do your purpose. Now, shout out to T.I. and Young Jeezy. There is a
Yeah,
time
shout
and
out
a
to you.
place for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Shout out, them my dude. When I'm
Listen,
riding
you
now,
learn.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
listening to trap music, still
yeah,
listening
yeah,
to
yeah,
Thug
yeah,
Motivation
yeah, yeah.
101. You know what
Like,
I'm
come
saying?
on now.
All of that.
Come on,
Yeah,
Fonz. You
yeah,
know that.
real talk.
Look,
But
I ain't never been in that life, but they give me an inspiration I ain't never had before. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
Fearlessness.
right.
So, so getting back to Fonz, 2 years after you got shot, now you
Uh-huh.
are. What is Fonz life now? Is that when you started connecting with people? Because a lot of people don't know before God places the right people in your life, He wants to see, are you strong enough to let
Yeah,
go of the other
yeah.
people who were not right for you? Is that what you had to do?
Yeah, you have to, and that's one of the hardest things,
Mm,
renewing your circle. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Because it's so easy to get bored and trying to figure out what you're trying to do now. You know what
yeah,
I mean? And when you're accustomed to waking up, hopping straight in the whip, sliding to the block, you know what I mean, chilling with everybody, rolling up, smoking, drinking, kicking it, throughout the day, doing whatever you do. And then you remove that, you got to fill that void. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? So that's
mhm,
why I say you got to be real intentional about occupying your time with
yeah,
certain things that's gonna benefit you going forward. If it's not fitting where you want to be 5, 10 years from now, is it worth doing right now? If you can look at your circle and if you can truly see them being successful in 5 or 10 years, keep rocking with them. You know what I
mhm,
mean? But if you
mhm.
really look at your circle and you be honest with yourself and looking at your circle, you ain't ready to do too much.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? This is what we doing every single day. It's the same thing. I still talk to a lot of guys that I rock with
Mhm,
15 years ago, doing things. And they're still literally doing the exact same routine we were doing 15 years ago. You know
right.
what I'm saying? And no disrespect to them or nothing. What you do as a man is what you do with your time, but there's no way to get out of that if you continuously do that. You got to do something different. Think your man said you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That was one of the realest things I heard at the time when he first started spitting that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's factual.
That's factual, and it's liberating that when you realize you have a choice, because sometimes we go on the fact that, oh, I can't because where I grew up, I can't because I didn't have, I can't because I did have. And once you change your mind to, yes, I can, but it's going to be hard, it's going to cause me to change everything that I knew was right then, and
Yeah.
now it's not right for me right now. And so I commend you on that, because some people think it's so easy to go back, so easy. And then when God places those people he wants in your life, Fonz, like he has been doing and continues to do, because we're not used to it sometimes, we push those people away. How did
Yeah.
you get over pushing those people? Because sometimes it can be, you can feel anxiety because they're talking language that you never talk. They're making you feel confident, some things that you never felt before. So how did you get over that? Oh, I'm not going to push them away, but I'm going to push in and learn more from them and surround myself with them.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, you have, like I said, you have to surround yourself with what you're trying to be. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like certain rooms you want to be in, you want to talk less and listen more. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? And some rooms you just don't want to be in whatsoever because it doesn't help you grow in what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
again, the pushback, to be real with you, a lot of folks that I distance myself from, when I say distance, that means I just ain't just cut off. I see them, I'm gonna shout out with you, I'm
Yeah.
gonna chop it up with you, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the hanging and the things like that, if they really rock with you and they see your transition, they gonna keep you away from it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They gonna push you towards whatever it is you're trying to do. So like I see a lot of the homies from, the block when I move around. And I might just be hopping out to get gas, you know what I'm saying, at the spot where I did my thing, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And everybody see me, I hop out, I'm slapping five, and I might just be standing there for 2-3 minutes, just chopping it up a little bit. Somebody's gonna tell me, all right, fine, bro, it's time for you to roll. This ain't your lane no more, fam. You got others. Come on, fam, we need you in the hood. It's
Mm,
hot over here, it's hot over here. And that's
mm,
love to me, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Because if you didn't care about what I got going on, and what I do in the community, you let me sit here and catch the strays. You'll let me sit here and catch the narcs running up on us. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's, possibly coming because it was just heat the day before that I don't even know about. So there's been many times, that I pull up at spots, chop it up with dudes and, for the streets, I'm standing around too long, not for any, like I'm scared of anything. It's they don't want to see nothing go down with me around there. A lot of these dudes, I done help feed their family. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I done put food on they baby mama or mama table or turkey for Thanksgiving. Like I said, last year, we gave away over 500 some odd turkeys, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, to the hood. You know what I'm saying? We walked out all the turkeys out of Walmart. We had people mad,
Come on.
so when I'm talking to fellas on the block, they remember that, and they also say, I owe you one. So anything that you
Yeah.
need, let me know. You know what I'm saying? So I get love from the east, from the
Yeah.
west, the north, from the south. Like I said, this is what we do. So
This is,
just keep good company, man.
and that is how you handle business. One thing that, and this is Louisville, because I've lived in Louisville all my life, especially our melanin business owners. Sometimes we take on too much and we overpromise, underdeliver.
Yeah.
Every time I've been working with you, you've always said what you're gonna do and delivered it. So I know that's how you move in your businesses, in your events. How can, especially you coming from one part of the street and you trying to, you building this community business. You are walking 5013C yourself. Because you give and you give and you collaborate and get the resources you need. What are two things you look for in people that you collaborate with and do business with that has helped you? Because we're gonna get to the diligence. That's no easy feat to have a
Uh,
diligence at the dot in the third. What are two things that you, as a business man, community organizer, look for in people you collaborate with?
Some like what you just said, man. Somebody's gonna keep their word on what they do, what they say
Yeah.
they can do. My thing is, if I say I can do something, I literally can do it. If I
Yeah.
tell you, hey, I don't know if I can, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if I can. There isn't any. Let me hype you up and tell you this, and that, and ain't what it's gonna be. Secondly, show up on time. You know what I'm saying? Like be on time because at the end of the day, I respect. I don't know what your schedule like. I don't know
Yes.
what kind of money you got on your calendar. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
I respect that time is money. So me personally, I'm gonna try to be there 15 minutes before my time to be there. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So that's just me. And also dealing with people who's gonna have that same drive, that same work ethic, that same
Yes.
get up and go. Cause I know me personally, you know what I'm saying? I sit here on my board, you know what I mean? 3:30, 4:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
5:30 in the
Come
morning.
on.
And I just went to bed at 12:30 at night, 12:45 at night. So just constantly making sure that I'm on top of whatever it is that I need to be on top of. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that, has been the hardest trying to do thing is
Yeah.
when you trust that people say they're gonna do one thing and they don't. They want you to walk and hold their hand through the whole
Yeah.
process. And I try. Here's my thing: if I'm working with you, I really don't want to micromanage you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would rather you do what you say you're good at, what
Yeah.
you know how to do. You know what I'm saying? So if you working with me and you're a part of this, if you are a radio host and this is
Mm-hmm.
what you own, and you're BMG, a part of BMG affiliate, we got an event coming up, radio host. Hey, come on, we need to get up on this earth so we can do what we need to do. You can go ahead and start pumping that on the radio,
Yes.
because that's what you do. I shouldn't
Yeah.
have to tell you, hey, pump it on the radio. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm already doing 1,000,010 things over here. You know what I'm saying? So after we do 1, 2, 3 break, you know what I'm saying? You should know what's cracking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to babysit people. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
And
saying?
then I
That's
don't want
not.
to have, and with you especially, Dealers After Dark is a Caucasian establishment, and so when they need stuff and they say I need this, whoever you working with needs to get it to you on time.
Yeah,
Prompt
yeah,
service,
yeah,
prompt
yeah.
turnaround.
And I had, I built that. Well, like it's our 3rd year running. You know what I mean? So it wasn't a one-off fluke. A lot of people thought I was gonna be able to get it that 1 year, and then it was gonna be over with. But now we running into year 3. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
And just trying to make sure that everything is on point. So anybody that I'm dealing with, they have to understand this is what it is. This is the
Yes.
time I'm sorry, but I don't do nigga time. You know what I'm saying? I don't do nigga time. You know what I mean? I do business time. You know
Color
what I
people
mean?
time. Color people time.
Yeah,
Color people
color
time.
people
We still
time.
on
My bad.
LLV.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We all know
Yeah.
what's cracking. We know how much time that is.
Yes.
The event start at
Get it
7, you
to
show
me
up at 9. You know what I'm saying? We know what's going on. But I
and get
don't do
everything
that.
done. And
Yeah,
like
because that,
let's go to Saturday. You having a model call for
yeah,
dealers.
yeah.
You
Dealers
have
after dark
I've been
model call.
seeing it. I've been seeing it. There's a certain dress code. And I'll be telling
Yeah,
my students this because a lot of this new generation think, oh, I can just show up the way I want to. You have
yeah,
specifics. Saturday, September 7th at 7:30, model
yeah.
call. What should people who want to be a part of Dealers After Dark 3 show up in the model call? He's been posting it, y'all.
Yeah, we had, this is our 3rd year running. So like I said, when you starting something, you see what works, you see what don't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
one of the things that my fiance she had brought up was some of these girls is wearing stuff that is truly unnecessary, and even some of the guys they coming all and we don't need that. We need to see what you look like walking, how confident you are. So she came up with the actual idea of putting white tees, jeans,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's in, the same thing. It all looks professional, looks, what I'm saying, good on camera. And that what was up. So, like I said, if you would seen some of the outfits, that some of the people would come, with, what I mean? It's like you can't even see, really what you have going on. So, yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, and I want people because this is a conversation I had with my adult students who are just getting into the workforce and other things. When someone tells you this is the dress code, you need to follow that. Big
Right.
shout out to Miss Tina, gorgeous lady. She listen. It's always good for a man to have a woman by his side who knows what she's talking about, and that
Most
is true.
definitely.
Okay, so Monocal September 7th, 7:30.
Yeah.
Where's that gonna be?
September 7th, 7:30. It is at 611 West Main Street, Lou
Six
Ray.
Lou
Yep,
Ray.
6 up. Yeah, my bad. I'm making sure I'm plugged up so I don't lose you on here, baby.
I was right.
My fault.
611
611,
Main
611 West Main. Yep, 611 West Main Street. It
White
is
tees,
Lou Ray.
jeans, ladies' heels.
Yep, ladies' heels, white tee and jeans.
White
My
tee and jeans.
apologies. Yep,
No, that's
white
fine.
tee and jeans.
And then you got something else going on. You got a busy weekend. This is
Yes.
the Peace Fest weekend,
Yep.
also. Tell us
Peace
about that.
Fest. Peace Fest will be at St. Stephen's Family Life Center. We got a lot of nonprofit vendors. We got for-profit vendors, but we doing what's called water war, huge water fight. You know what I mean? So if you would like to be a part of it, man, we're gonna get out here and have some fun with the kids as well. So we got a lot of adults going at it with adults and kids going at it with kids. So bring your super soakers, your water guns, your water balloons, your water ammo. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. But yeah, St. Stephen's Family Life Center. It's gonna be dope. It's our second annual. Actually, Peace Fest was me and E's first event that we
Okay.
ever did back in 2016, and we had quite a few people asking us to revisit it. You know what I mean? So we partnered with the Boys and Girls Club over there at St. Stephen's. You know what I'm saying? They actually also are going to be the beneficiaries for Dealers After Dark 3. We
Yeah.
make sure we try to, put some money in the hands of these nonprofits. The last couple of years, we've given a few thousand to the
Okay.
home of the innocents. You know what I'm saying?
Wonderful.
So, every year we make sure we put a knot in those kids' hands over there. So this year we doing it for the Boys and Girls Club.
Wonderful. And what time is that event? Saturday?
The event Saturday, it starts at 12 noon. We
Mm-hmm.
pushed it up. Like it was actually supposed to be this past weekend. The weather people said it was supposed to rain all daggone day, and it didn't do anything until the evening.
Mm-hmm.
So we postponed everything, even the men's walk, until this week coming. But it starts at 12 noon. We'll be out there getting it going. The water fight will kick off right around 2:30. So
Okay.
make sure you tell all your people, all your fraternities and sororities and all this. Come on out here, have some fun.
Come on, have some fun, D9. Get out of the D9 cave and support other people besides D9.
That's right. That's
Sunday,
right.
I can go down that rabbit hole because I'm D9. Okay.
That's right.
Sunday is the men's walk. Tell us about that. We got
Yeah.
about 2.5 minutes, Fonz. I can't
That's cool.
believe
That's
it.
cool. Yeah, the Honey Kings Walk. This is our second annual. Again, this is something that we look to try to do every year. It's going to grow again. We had a hell of a turnout last year. We look to have an even bigger turnout. The way my buzz has been going on my phone about it. We link at 3 o'clock at 10th Street YMCA. The
Okay.
historic 10th Street YMCA, and we taking a stroll down there to Mr. Lamont Collins at Roots 101. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's something dope, man. A lot of positive black brothers, a lot of businessmen, a lot of networking, a lot of black male masculinity. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's really cool. We get real good and dapper. We dress up, and even if you don't have a suit, you know what I'm saying, just come out and feel this energy. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot of people out there representing us as black men in a positive light. So, we're trying to get as many heads as we can out there.
And what time is that event?
Again, we link up at 10th Street YMCA at 3 p.m. and
3
then
p.m.
we take off walking right at about 3:45 sharp. Same as we did last year. Give everybody time to meet, link up, take their pictures, whatever it is they're trying to do, and get everybody together, as many people as possible, and then we take off. So like I said, it's gonna be a beautiful weekend, man. It's gonna be a busy weekend for me, but it's part of it, man. It's what I
It's
signed
part
up
of
for.
it. And then
Yeah,
October 13th, what time does
yeah,
the Dillies After Dark
yeah,
start? Because Pro
yeah.
Talk is going to be there
Yeah,
doing
most definitely.
events.
Just most definitely doing your thing live in there, man. Most definitely. 7:30 p.m. is when those doors open. Their tickets should be going on sale next week. Actually finishing design for those.
Okay.
Tickets going to Roots 101. Talk to my people at Black Coffee. Of course, Dillard's, St. Matthew's Mall, and it will be an Eventbrite set up for it as well. So it's what it is, man. I got a lot of good sponsors. Shout out to AGC Jewelers. They're working on my BMG charms and things right now. So hopefully, I'm good and shiny by the time Dillard's After Dark comes. Of course, Dillard's, Roots 101, Rent and Rave,
Yep.
Penske. Like I said, I have a list of sponsors going on, man. So, shout out to all of them.
We love what you do, but you also are passionate about the youth. We got about 45 seconds. You
Yeah.
are, to my educators out there, people nonprofit. Now, I know how the budgets go, and I know you got to get approved, but get with Fonz. He has a great youth program called App Program. Tell us in 30 seconds what this is.
The app, Alternative Path Program. We deal with a lot of mentoring, conflict resolution, helping with jobs, helping with trades, things like that. That's with my connection through Job Corps. Of course, partnering with Goodwill with a lot of things, helping these kids get clothes that can't really afford the clothes, that don't want to go to school because they don't have the proper attire.
Yeah.
I have a slew of men that is on hand, ready to work with any young man that needs to work, and building a team of females as well to work with some of these young ladies. They need help just as much as the men do, the young
Yes.
men do. So, like I said, the app program, you can hit me up, Fonz Brown on Facebook, FONZ 502 Fonz, on Instagram, Brown Fonz, FONZ 502 at gmail.com. That's my email. So I reply back quick. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you haven't heard from me within a day or so, just know it's on the way. So I do
Yes.
reply.
He does reply. He does get back because I can go through some really businesses who I don't do business with because they don't reply. And that's
It's
another
bad
show.
business. Yeah.
So get with him. You all, he can custom design a program for your school, your organization for a fee. He's got a lot of information. Collaborate with him. I know we're trying to get you over there.
Yeah.
I'm trying. It's all a budget thing. I'm very
Yeah.
honest with you, but I'm gonna leverage. Some of y'all
Yeah.
got big budgets. Get
Yeah.
with him because he
Most
can
definitely.
really. When I say young people are drawn to him immediately, I mean some of my youth came over there and they were like, "When's he coming back? Is he going?" So he is
I
drawn to
can,
them.
you set something up. I'll come chop it up and speak with him next week or something. Set it
Oh
up.
yeah, we already got you on our little speaker series. Trust me.
That's a bet.
Fonz Brown, thank you for all that you do. Continued success, continued focus on
Yeah.
making a difference in
Yes,
the
ma'am.
city, the state, and beyond. To my Real Talk WLLV audience, it's been real for 2 years. Contact me. Get with me on Facebook, Real Talk with Tanya White. Y'all know Tanya's Tanya. White is in the color. On Instagram and YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. We can relaunch October 1st. We're going to have the new platform for all things Real Talk with Tanya White. And you never know who's going to be on here. Trust me. Just
Yeah.
because you don't know what I'm doing don't mean I'm working. I got some big things planned. I love you guys. Love, light, and laughter. Until next time you see me on a new platform. WLB, I love you. Thank